All right, today we're talking about one of the most critical and honestly one of the riskiest places on the entire planet, a tiny spot that holds the power to throw our world into chaos.
I mean, just think about it for a second. What if there was one single place, a single point of failure that could tank stock markets, shatter supply chains, and directly mess with your life no matter where you live? And what if I told you this incredibly powerful place is just a tiny stretch of water, only 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point? It sounds crazy, right? But that is the fragile reality of our global economy. This is it, the Strait of Hormuz. You've probably heard the name on the news, but its true importance, well, it's almost impossible to overstate. So today, we're going to dig into what it is and why so many people call it the world's most dangerous choke point. Okay, so first things first, what are we actually talking about here? Where is this so-called global choke point? So, the Strait of Hormuz is this narrow channel of water that separates Iran and Oman. But here's the key. It is the only way to get from the Persian Gulf out to the open ocean by sea. Everything, every ship coming out of that massive oil-producing region has to squeeze through here. And that location, believe me, is everything. So we know where it is. But why does this little body of water matter so much? Well, the answer is pretty simple, actually. It's basically the world's energy artery. Just look at this number, 20%. Every single day, one-fifth of the entire world's oil supply passes through this one little strait. It is, and this is no exaggeration, the planet's energy pipeline. And to put that into perspective for you, yeah, 80% of oil moves through other routes. But that huge 20% chunk is all forced through this one single choke point. You see the problem, right? When you funnel that much of the world's energy supply through one vulnerable spot, you're taking a massive, massive risk. And who's shipping all this oil? We are talking about some of the biggest oil producers on the globe. For countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, and the UAE, the Strait of Hormuz is their main highway to the rest of the world. For some of them, it's pretty much the only way out. And this massive economic importance, well, that's exactly what makes the Strait of Hormuz so dangerous. Because wherever you find immense value, you're going to find immense conflict. It's a geopolitical pressure point just waiting to blow. So here's the fundamental tension, right? On one hand, it's a lifeline for the global economy. But on the other, it's a geopolitical hotspot. Iran, which sits right on the northern coast, has a long, tense history with the West, especially the US. And its geography, the fact that it's so narrow, makes it dangerously easy to disrupt or even blockade. And listen, this isn't just some theoretical what-if scenario. The region is a total powder kick. We've seen Iran threaten to shut the whole thing down. We've seen mysterious attacks on oil tankers. We've seen tense military standoffs that could spiral out of control in a heartbeat. So you might be thinking, okay, this is all happening thousands of miles away. Why should I care? Well, because a conflict over there doesn't stay over there. It creates a ripple effect that eventually hits your wallet, no matter where you are. It's like a line of dominoes just waiting to be tipped over. Any conflict, a damaged ship, a blockade, it instantly cuts the global oil supply. With less oil to go around, prices don't just rise, they skyrocket. And that, in turn, sends financial markets into a total panic. It's a chain reaction that can happen terrifyingly fast. Let me make this really personal for you. Just imagine waking up tomorrow, you go to fill up your car, and the price on the sign has doubled. Literally overnight. That's the kind of immediate, real-world shockwave we're talking about. And trust me, it does not stop at the pump. Since oil is used to transport, well, pretty much everything, the costs start piling up everywhere else. Airline tickets get way more expensive. Your grocery bill goes up because it costs more to ship the food to the store, and small businesses, they start to really struggle. This isn't just a regional issue. It's a global economic nightmare. It's kind of crazy when you really stop and think about it. The fate of our interconnected global economy, the price you pay for things every day, so much of it depends on the safe passage of ships through a tiny sliver of water most of us will never, ever see with our own eyes. The Strait of Hormuz isn't just a line on a map. It's a pressure point for the entire world. And that leaves all of us with one huge, really unsettling question to think about. What actually happens if that choke point ever really closes for good?